Peace and blessings to all my emperors and empresses. Welcome to anyone that's new to the channel. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified so you'll find out when I'm doing another video, either about health, dreadlocks, natural hair maintenance, or my story times, or my weight loss journey. So please go ahead and take a moment and do that. All right. Thumbs up this video if you like hearing my story times. This one is not so serious. It's serious, but it's not that serious. Normally in my story times, I always just try to educate people about certain things or whatever. But, well, this could be a little educational. Anyway, I was back and forth between the United States, Berlin, and then Denmark. So it's a large community of Nigerians over in Germany, especially in Berlin. It's a large community of Nigerians. So that's okay. Here, Lucky wants to come join in. Get down, Lucky. Anyway, sorry. So with that being said, I used to party. I used to party a lot. This is in my early 30s. Late 20s, early 30s. So I used to party a lot, and I had a friend that owned a club over in Berlin, Nigerian. His name was Femi. And I would go back and forth to the club because it was only literally like about 5 minutes away from my flat when I was there. It would take about, 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, about five minutes. Two train rides. I mean, 2 train stops. So I would go over there, listen to music. Back then, yeah, I used to drink. I used to smoke, all that. And then I would go back to my flat. The first time that I got in trouble with the police over there, in Chicago, in order to cross over to get to the trains, you have to go through a turnstile, which means you got to have a card inserted inside or whatever. You can't, or you hop the turnstile. Over there, it's not like that. You just got to make sure you have your ticket when the police comes, because the police comes through every so often, and they'll come through the whole train and ask people randomly for their tickets. Most of the times when I would make it to the train stop, the train will already be there and be getting ready to take off. So on 2 occasions, I didn't get a ticket. The tickets were only like $2 and something. Money was not the issue. It was the fact that I wanted to hurry up and get to where I was going and not miss that train, because I didn't know when another train was coming. I would have to wait for like 15 minutes or so. And I wanted to, hurry up and get to where I was going. So didn't have a problem getting to where I was going, which was 2 stops. Went to party and everything. Kicked it, had a good time. Had my drinks. Got on the train coming back home. And what happened? Yes. 2 stops now. 2 stops. The police came through, asking everybody for their tickets. And the train is still moving. So I'm hoping I can get off at my stop before the police even reaches me. But I'm one of the few black faces that were on the train. So, of course, I'm going to get approached, no doubt, And I didn't have a ticket. So when the police came to me, it was so embarrassing. It was like, okay, I don't have a ticket. I was escorted off the train and led to this room where there was several other police, and I was asked why didn't I have a ticket, whatever. So I tried to do the whole I'm from the United States, blah blah blah. I didn't know how to do the ticket thing. I didn't know how to, I'm faking like I don't know nothing about the money system, all that, just so I could avoid being charged with anything, like hopping the train or whatever, getting on the train, trying to ride for free. That didn't work. So I called the person who I was with at the time, and they didn't answer the phone because they were at another party. They were supposed to be. I was supposed to be actually going to the party that they were at, and that's why I was going to the flat so that I could go to the party with them. But they, I guess, got tired of waiting on me and left. And so I'm here with the police. I'm telling them I don't speak a lick of German, blah blah blah, whatever, whatever. They didn't care to hear about none of that. You know, what would have cost me only $2 and some change to get on the train wound up costing me $30. They kept me in this room for like about 10-15 minutes, and then they came up with the solution of, well, if you pay the fine, then we'll let you go. We'll let you go. We'll let you get on the train and you can go. The fine was $30. They walked me to the ATM machine and had me to pay the $30 or whatever. I don't know if that's really what it should have cost at the time or whatever. I have no idea, but I just wanted to get back to the flat. You know what I'm saying? So after talking with them and going over to the ATM machine, and you know, by this time I'm over the embarrassment because I'm off the train. So I really, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just trying to get out of this situation. So paid $30, got back, went to sleep, hung out some more. Maybe a few days later, might and probably a couple more times, traveling back and forth, living back and forth from there and here, and it happened again. Happened again. Um, Trying to catch the train, and the train was right there. Didn't want it to pull off and leave, and just my luck, just 2 stops I had to go to, and the police came through and got me again. Now, the times when I had actually got my ticket, the police never came through. I never saw the police when I actually had a ticket, and I would be waiting for them to come through. They never came through. But it just so happened that each time that I didn't have my ticket, I got caught. This time they didn't have me. The second time they didn't have me pay a fee or whatever, but they did take down my information, and trust and believe. Not only did they send a fine, a ticket over to my flat over in Berlin, but they also they sent it to America as well. They sent the information, off my state ID over in Chicago, in Illinois. So I was just like, wow, really? So I guess they thought I was going to pay the $30, but I never, whatever the amount was, I don't remember what the amount said on that particular, the second time that it happened. I have no idea how much it was going to be. But anyway, so in those 2 instances, I was definitely wrong, for not getting it, and being in a hurry to hurry up and get to where I wanted to go. And just, no turnstiles or nothing. Like I said, it was just, you just had to walk up to the machine, put your money in, and then get on the train. Quite different from the way it is over here. Okay, so now, on another occasion, I'm on my way to Denmark. All right, this is a different kind of train. This is, a train, because you can take a train and go all over Europe. You can go anywhere you want in Europe by train. So on my way over to Denmark. Not on the train for more than 10 minutes. The police come through, ask for my passport. They asked me and the person I was with for our passports. So it's like, okay. They looked at the passport, checked it out. No problem. All right. Even though there was other people in way in front of us that was loud, noisy, outrageous, acting crazy, smoking. You can smoke on the train over there. Just doing the most. They didn't get bothered. They didn't get harassed at all. They came straight to us. Needless to say, the color of our skin was quite different. So, halfway there through the journey, another police comes through the car. And I'm just like, okay, let's see what happens this time. Same thing. Can we see your passport, please? And by this time, I'm starting to feel a little aggravated because I'm like, dang, they just asked, we're on the same train. They've already asked us for our passports, right? Okay. Bam. Make it to Denmark. Made it to Denmark. As soon as I got off the train, who was right there? Two police officers. I'm trying to figure out how do we get to this bed and breakfast that we were going to be staying at, and just make sure I got all our stuff gathered together and everything. And the police are like, excuse me, could you come over here for a second? And it's like, here we go again. We need to see your passport. So at this time I was perturbed. I was really getting angry. So I asked them, I said, I've been asked for my passport twice while riding on this same train to get to this destination. What is the problem? Why are we being approached left and right by police officers? Why? And he bluntly told me, you're black, and a lot of people come over here from other countries, other areas to escape. To escape? What? They're fugitives and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's why we stop you. I said, so it's because of the way we look or whatever, you automatically think that we're trying to come from another country or whatever to, escape or whatever. We're fugitives. Basically, he was like, yes, you will, and you probably will be stopped again. And he was totally, totally on point. I was pissed. I was very angry, but I was just like, okay. Needless to say, throughout my whole journey in Denmark, which lasted, I went over there twice to Denmark from Germany, back and forth. And every time I had the same issue. Like I said, the first time that I went over there, couldn't enjoy nothing over there. No, just I went to a few little sites or whatever, and checked out a few places, but for the most part, I stayed in the bed and breakfast because I got so tired of being harassed by the police. It was just like, wow, I could not believe I had never. I mean, true and all, at this time, I was a black woman with short platinum blonde hair, with a fellow Nigerian, honey. And I guess, because we were black or whatever, we got harassed the whole time. I mean, just walking to try to get something to eat. Passport, passport, passport. It's almost like over here in Chicago, how they, bother the young boys over here, just by the way they look. Sometimes it could be if they have dreadlocks and have their pants sagging or whatever, they'll pull them over. I mean, not pull them over, but have them come over to the car or whatever, put their hands on the car, search them and everything, see, and say, yeah, we were told something was going on in this area and you matched the description. Well, I guess that's what we did. We matched the description, or simply we were black. So that was the description. We were black and we were trying to, escape Germany to come over to Denmark. It happened so many times. I never got a chance to enjoy fully Denmark because it just left a bitter taste in my mouth. It did. It left a real bitter taste. If I had never ever been bothered by the police before, I could say truly that was the most I had ever been aggravated by the police. And I've gotten pulled over for stuff over here in Chicago many times, but the harassment, and then when I found out the reason for the harassment, it just left a dirty taste in my mouth, a real nasty taste in my mouth. So needless to say, I never really wanted to travel back and forth to Denmark anymore. We pretty much just stayed in Berlin. So, long story short, if you're traveling abroad, if you stay, if you're going back and forth to stay for a long time, because I was back and forth, basically like living there, living here. Know that in certain areas, depending on the color of your skin, that they will definitely, um, you will be harassed. And then also, don't be in such a hurry to get to where you got to go, or which was no big deal because it was like I was going to work or anything. I was going to party. I was going to sit at my friend's bar and drink. Make sure you pay. Make sure you pay for your transfer or your ride ticket or whatever, so that you won't have to pay $30 US, 30 whole US dollars to, cover the fine for not paying for your fare. Now let me tell you, just so you'll know how much $30 US was really worth. I forgot at the time because this was like around 2000, 1999, 2000. For $2 US, I could buy a fine bottle of French red wine. So that's how much it was. That was very expensive. To spend $30 for a ride that should have cost me $2, which was the same cost of the price of a fine bottle of red wine from France, is what I was charged for not paying for my ticket over in Europe. And I mean, basically, that's it. That's just another one of my little journeys that I went on, and something to share with other people. I don't know what else to say. That's basically it. So I didn't go to jail. I was harassed a lot, especially going to Denmark, and definitely seemed like I just always got caught on the train when I didn't buy a ticket. So food for thought. Just handle your business accordingly and be ready to be approached, by the police if you're traveling to certain places. Don't be offended. Just know that they're doing it based upon the color of our skin. All right, you all. That's story time number 6. Hopefully you got a little bit out of it, even if it was just a laugh or whatever. I don't know. But that was one of my some of my experiences in dealing with la policia, or however they say it now. It's been so long since I've been over there. Yeah, over in Europe. Thumbs up the video. Check out all the information for all my social media in the description box. Stay tuned for some more health tips that I may be giving soon. And definitely on Sunday, there will be a live chat at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Savings Time. I have merchandise that's available that's in the description box. T-shirts, all types of different decor and stuff for Nazi dreadlocks, as well as T-shirts that I designed talking about a negative free zone. Everybody who watches my channel know that I try to keep Sunday chats a negative free zone, someplace where we can go and chill and cool out without having a whole lot of whatever, just no trolls and all that type of stuff. No cursing, not cursing, but no profanity, and just some place where we can relax and chill, ask questions, learn, get information. So if you have never been to a live Sunday chat, please try to check it out because they're awesome. So much I have learned just from doing them, and hopefully you can learn some as well. All right, you guys, that's my experience being back and forth, living back and forth between Europe and America. Peace and love.